Happy Friday, everyone, and thanks for stopping by. Today I'm doing my hashtag Give a Scrap. This is hosted by Angela over at The Traveling Crafter. I was tagged by Carol at Crinkle Path. It is a month-long hop, and I would advise you to go over to Angela's YouTube. She has a whole list of people that are doing every day, and then people are being tagged. So before I start, I want to share who I am tagging, and this is going to be fun. All right, I am tagging 5 people, and in no particular order: Gail Augustinelli, Amy at Crafty Cat, Angela Toma at Dogwood Paper Arts, Anne at Curious Moon Design, Tammy at Lou Frou Frou Studio. So I will put all these links in the description, and hopefully they will join in, because I think it would be fun. And these are people that I have not seen on the list, or I have not seen tagged by others. Okay. I am going to use my scraps today. I had a hard time deciding what to do, but I have an abundance of these gift bags. These are the, oh, I'm gonna have an avalanche. There we go. This is a die by Sizzix. It's a big die. I do have the smaller one. This one's a little bit bigger. This will cut fabric, chipboard, and it's by Sizzix. It's I think you say that Jelly Bean, and it's 659768. I really love this one. Oh, okay, it's pocket with scallop edge. So a couple years ago, I picked up a roll of wallpaper at my dollar spot, and I love the color and the texture. So I cut it up and made a whole bunch of bags. These are not even all of them, but I've been slowly creating things with them and decorating them and putting them in my Happy Mail and my Etsy orders. This is a cute little box I got from Kara Brandon, and I put it together. It came everything flat, and it went together really nice. I used some wood glue from Dollar Tree, and it worked very well. So I just have them in there. So these are going to be my scrap share, because I want to decorate them. These are some of the ones I've been gifting out. I just stamped them with my stamps and used the gold embossing powder. Some of them I like better than others. I like the wispy flowers on there. Those are really cute. And then a bunch of them, these are the smaller bag, which is, oh, not that one. It's Sizzix as well, and it's called gift card bag. This one is a little bit smaller, and this one is bigger. And I just ran them through my embossing folders, and then I just put a tag in them. These here are bigger. I don't know that I have a designated tag for them. So those are embossed. These are stamped. Just gives you some ideas. And you can make these pockets from scratch. There's quite a few hacks online to do that. That's the smaller bag. I stamped on that. These here I put napkin on. I really like that. That's cute. This one here is a napkin, and then I used one of my frame dies to frame it out. Same with this one here. I put some lace on first, and then a flower, and then I framed it out, and I did use the clear plastic, so I like that. This one here is a cut apart that's in one of my paper pads. I like to use those up as well, and I framed it out. It had a sentiment here, so that part covered that up nice, and then I just put a little bird that I had already had made up. Here's another example with this frame die. It's I'm really loving it. It's Hero Arts nested shapes for die cutting. It's an infinity die, and it's called Wood Frame Infinity Dies, but I'll put all the numbers in the description for you. But I wanted to show you when I did a challenge to alter a playing card, that die will fit on a playing card. You can like frame it out, and then I just made a little tag with a napkin and put that in there. So I made that I think last year, but I just saved this for an example. I like to have one for myself because I always forget what I make. So let me just get that back in there. So there's some examples. And okay, here, this one here is part of this page here, like right here. I'll just rip that out. I like to use these up. A lot of people don't know what to do with these. You can make cards or tags or frame them out and gift them to somebody. And I have a bunch of frames that are already cut out from all my scraps. I just went through and did a bunch, but see, you can frame that out and put that on something. It doesn't have to be on a bag, but you can put it on a tag or make a card. But this is the one I did right here. It said, "You are lovely." But if you're not sure who you're giving it to, you could just cover that up. So I wouldn't put it on there because I would lose some of the saying, but if I had a bigger frame, I could frame these out. And I like doing that. That would be cute on that one there. So it's a good way to use all your cut aparts. I have different shapes of frames that I pulled out. These here, these are cute. I hadn't used this die, and I saw my friend Angela, Dogwood Paper Arts, she used it, and I'm like, oh yeah, I have that die, and I haven't used it. It's this one here. It's a Sizzix mixed media die. But these are like the shapes, and it just cuts them out like braggedy. So I wasn't really sure what to do with that, but she framed something, and I was like, oh, how cool is that? So I have a few of those. I have a few of these here, which are cool. Some more frame dies. I have one that I have an example that I started, and I thought I would just do it on camera. But this one here, oh, that's another idea right there. Different shapes. You can just add layers. I always have a hard time getting these open. Okay. I don't have enough strength to get that. There we go. I'll just leave them open. So this one here, I've just picked. This is another frame die. I don't want to take too much time showing all the dies. It's this one here. It's Spellbinders, and it's called Candlewick Rectangles. I really love this die, but there's a lot of pieces to get out. But it's gorgeous. So what I did was cut one out, and I'll just glue that on, and then I cut a piece of, this is my fabric paper. I'll probably be all over the place because my brain goes when I get ideas like 90 miles an hour. This is like my box of fabric paper that I've glued to coffee filter. And I just die cut out the shape. It has like different layers, which I like dies like that. This one here just cuts out that shape so that you can put something in the center of there. So that gave me the idea to cut out a little piece of fabric and then just glue a little flower on top. So I'll probably do that. So I'll do that. Let me grab my mat. Okay. So these wallpaper bags, I noticed that, well, let me see if it's sticking now. Okay, I was having a little bit trouble with the art glitter glue sticking this morning. Maybe it was just too cold. And I think I don't like this here, the ridges at top here. I think I'm going to cut that off. I did with these too. I'm just going to cut that off. Just because I'm putting a square on there and it just, oops. I gotta have that up there. Just gonna trim that off. I think I got it. Yep. Just trim that off so it's smooth. Okay, so then I don't know that sometimes these wallpaper bags, when you first die cut them out, if you don't fold them right away, they lose their fold line. So I think I'm going to put it together, and I had to use my 3-in-1 glue. Put a clip on that because I know it's a stinker. Doesn't want to stay. So yeah, it's been cold and rainy. We had a lot of running around to do yesterday, so I wasn't in my craft room, and it was my brain was going nuts because I was having so many ideas, but that's okay. I really want to get through a lot of these because my shop's back open, so I can slip a lot of these in the order, so that would be cute. And I can either make a little card to put in here or a tag. So I'll let that dry for a minute. And then the tags I put in, these small ones, I make, this is like a bag that didn't turn out, it didn't stamp well. Let me grab my tags. I hopefully have some in here. Okay, I've been digging in here, so it was like a bull in a china shop in here. Oh yeah, here they are. This is not the right color for that, but these are the tags I make for these bags, and I just used a punch. This is a Stampin' Up! Punch. I have this one and I have another one. And you cut it to a little bit less than 2 inches wide, and you can make it however long. So I like that. So I was able to customize to this size bag, but this bag here is bigger. So I have to go with a different, I don't know, no, thinking, no, see that's not going to work. So I'll have to go through, I have a lot of tag dies I'll have to go through, or just customize one to go in there. See, that would work, but it's not the right shape. So I'll go through all of my dies, or I'll just customize one to go in here, or I'll just put a note card in there. So there's that. But I like these punches. I don't have a lot of punches because I don't have a lot of strength to use them, but these work out really well, and you can use a lot of your scraps to make little tags with them. So I like that. I have two different shapes. Okay, so let me put this on. Just going to glue this on, and I think I'm going to use my 3-in-1 probably. Just because this wallpaper has a texture, and I felt like the art glitter was pulling off. I don't know why. But it could be just the temperature. It's really cold today. I like the details on this die set because you can see whatever's in the background. So I'm just going to center that. Oops. I could even put like a little thank you note card in there. These types of items I don't mind mass making because I can set them aside if I do different ones, and they will go in a as a thank you. I think I'm going to use glue stick on this one. This is my fabric paper that I glued to coffee filter. Just going to glue stick it. So that's cute. I like the different color interest. And then I think I'll use my three-in-one for this too. So I'm hoping everybody that I'm tagging will join in. I think it'll be fun. And this flower was die cut out of a coffee filter that I always save my coffee grounds and put them in the garden, and then I rinse off the coffee filter and let it dry out. And if I'm ambitious, I iron them. But this is what I cut the flowers out of. I just glued the coffee filter to some thin file folder. It was super thin, but it's a great way to use up some of those things. So there's that. That's cute. So I have another bag there. I love the different layers, the fabric. Yep. So there's another one. Let's see. I like the green painter's paper. I had some scraps of that and I glued it to, this is like, when you make postcards or business cards or something. I got a whole stack of this at the thrift store. It has little speckles in it. And so I'm thinking that it was like postcards or business cards. I'm not sure, but they make great backgrounds for scraps. So I'm going to cut those out. And let's see, the die that I used. Yep, this one here. Now this die is very intricate. It has like a wood grain finish. Something's not cooperating. So it's very hard to get the your die cut out after you cut it out. So what I did was I took some 45-pound tracing paper, cut that first, and left that in there. I do that with specific dies. Not all of them, just specific dies, and it'll work out just fine. And I always put my dies at an angle. So just cut this out and see what it looks like. I love the green painter's paper, and it cuts the center, so you have that for something. I love die cutting the green painter's paper. So I'm just going to poke this, try to get this out. It's kind of tricky because it's wood grain, so all those little pieces come apart. So you gotta just be careful taking it out. And then I just put them in a bin till I use them, but I love using these. So I like that. That's a really nice color. Excuse me. Let me take a drink. Okay, so there's another frame. I want to do, let me cut this one out. So that's just the painter's paper glued to some random scrap. There's another piece for something. Sometimes you can just tap it like that and it'll pop up. And it did. So with that 45-pound tracing paper, I left it in there. A little piece came out, but that's okay. I'm just going to leave it in there for the time being and just let that pop right out. Because they are tricky. They're very delicate, but I love it. I love the details. Alright, so there's that one. What else did I have? Oh, I ran out of tea stain file folders, and I do have an order to make for something. And I have just enough for that, so I didn't want to use, but I wanted some grungy frames. I did make some here. I'll show you what they look like. Here, I cut some out. They're very grungy. There's that one there. I think that one. Yeah, those are brown. This is it right here. So what I did was took some of that cheap paper I got at the thrift store that's like for business cards or whatever, and I cut it down and then I glued it to the coffee filter, and I just used the glue stick. So I just used I cut it down a little bit bigger than my die, and I do that when I'm die cutting. I cut it a little bit bigger than my die. So I'm just going to glue this. See, that has a seam right there, but it'll be all right once I glue it down. So I'm just going to glue these down. I can get 2 pieces on one coffee filter. I'm not going to be worry about not using it all up, because I get a coffee filter every day. So I just glue that on there, and then just let these dry really well. The important thing is when you're gluing things like to fabric or coffee filter or other things, before you die cut it out, let them dry completely. It really makes a difference in the cutting. It gives you a crisp cut. So let's see, tweezers. So I'm just going to put that on there, and then let those dry, and then you'll have some grungy whatever you want to cut out. So I'll let those dry. I have some that I already did. And I got them in my little book drying. I just have a book here that I put parchment paper in, and then I put things in between. So I have quite a few of them in there. You can kind of see them. Well, I don't need to take them all out. So these are, I did this morning. They're kind of dry, but I'll just cut one and just show you. So this is just coffee filter to just a random scrap. And I'll cut this one out. And this is how I cut my flowers out too. So I got that piece right there to use. It's still a little bit wet, so I'm going to try to be careful. So we have a nice grungy frame. I like the coloration of the coffee filter. It's really cool. And I use that with this here. And the flower is made out of the coffee filter too. So, okay, so there's that. I want to do napkin. So I pulled out some of my bird napkins, and I like to do this too. This one I already did this morning, and I just basically covered the whole front. Did I frame one? Yeah, I framed one too here. And I kind of wished I would have cut that down, but I can't now because I already put it together. So that I'll just keep that as an example. So these birds are really cute. I don't know where I got that napkin, but it's cute. I have this napkin here cut into little pieces. I have some flowers too, so I think I'll just do this one here. What did I do with my, oh. And I'm going to cut that top off. just because it's easier when you're putting the napkin on. And this one here, I could just cut that whole thing off and make it a pocket. There. Well, it didn't get the whole thing, but I think I like it a lot better like that. And then it would just be a little pocket. I had to put some reinforcement in there because I accidentally cut the side. But I like that better like that. That's cute. Alright, okay, I was going to cut this. Just going to cut a little bit off so I can get that raggedy edge at the top. Can't see how far I'm going. Oh, there we go. I like doing stuff like this when I'm like at a point where I don't know what I want to do, and it's fun making these types of things for Happy Mail. Okay, I think I'm going to use, let's see what I got. These birds are so cute. I got butterflies. Oh, look at this one. I always look for, oh, I like that. So see, this wallpaper had a pattern in it, so I'm probably going to put that on there like that. And I basically just ripped around it. I don't think I'm going to frame it because I just like it just the way it is, and I'll just let it dry and then trim it off. So I'm just going to glue just this front part here. All right, so let's see if that'll fit. Yep. I'm just grabbing some scraps of paper I have. Oh, I need something there. Let's do that. Oops, that's not going to work. That will work. I'm going to use my glue stick because the glue stick I like because it keeps the napkin feeling like a napkin. You can use whatever glue you want. I like the glue stick with the napkins. Oops, missed a spot. Okay, so I see a little bit of color right there that I don't want on, so I'm going to pull that off now and then try to line this up. Okay. And I like to take a wet wipe and just push it down in. I'm not going to go over it aggressively because it'll just rip it, but it'll just push that down in. Then I'll let it dry and just trim that off. But I like that. That's really cute. Yeah, that'll be a cute little envelope. And I can either put a tag in there or a little thank you note. I'm really loving this one right here. I might have to do some more of those. I think I want to try this round one here. Oval shape. I don't know if I want that. And I could cut out a piece of fabric to go on the inside of that. Let me find that die. It's here. Now, I don't know who makes this. It's unbranded. I got it with a bunch of unbranded years ago on Amazon. So let's see. I think I used this one. Yeah. So I could use a smaller one here to put a piece of fabric and a little flower. Or maybe that one. Either that one or that one. Let me find my flowers. I like the really, oops. I like the really delicate flowers. Like this one here. This is one I really like a lot. Hang on one sec. I forgot to silence my phone. Sorry about that. Okay, sorry. So I'm thinking with this one, I could cut some more flowers, but I think I want to use up what I have here. This one's cute too. This one, I think I'm going to go with that one. But I'm going to go with the this bigger one and see what kind of fabric paper I have. Yeah. Let's see what I got here. I could go with that again. I really like that combo. So let me cut that. That would be cute. And that. I might just put that on there and find something else to put in the center. Okay. Oh, I wished I didn't cut that because I'm seeing other stuff that I might use. Like this. Oh. I could do the pink, but that's just, the pink is just too much for the brown bag. Got these. Just trying to see. Oh, I like that. I think I'm going to go with the green. I don't have anything green. I could use this in my Christmas. Okay. And again, this is just fabric I glued to coffee filter. I have a roll of what I call coffee filter, and it's actually the paper that goes on your when you go to the doctors and you sit on the table. It's that roll that they pull out. You can get it on Amazon, and it's the same as, I feel, the coffee filter paper. And I just glue my fabric and my lace to it and then die cut it out. But you got to let it dry really well. Excuse me. Alright, let me get rid of the slip and slide and bring my die cut machine. I like that. So this is going to go on here, and then I'm going to glue that on there. I like that. Okay, I want to cut that top off. Nothing against the dye or anything, but just for what I'm doing. There we go. Okay. All right, I got to put this together. And because it's thick wallpaper and it has a texture, it gives me troubles with the glue, but I'm just going to use the 3-in-1. So hopefully you get some ideas. I mean, you can make up your own bags from scratch. It's really easy. I like the mass making of them so I can have them on the ready. And that's basically what I did. On my die, I have the size on there, cut 5 by 5.5, and that's basically what I did, was cut all my wallpaper down to 5 by 5.5 and just sat and ran it through. And then I have all my stack of bags ready to go, and I can decorate them. Or emboss them. I do sell embossed bags. So there's that. Hang on. Okay. Hubby didn't realize I was doing a video. Okay. So I'm going to put that on there. I'm going to use this bigger bottle so I can get more out. Oops. I always forget that hand doesn't want to do what I want it to do. Lost my tweezers. I don't know where they went. Okay. That's weird. Okay, you guys see my tweezers? Yeah. My tweezers are like an extension of my hands. Okay, my glue is... Open that up and it'll stop. I just got to find my tissue. It was here. Okay. Alright, that's on there. And then I'm going to use glue stick for this, because I know it will work. When I did the clear plastic, I had to use my double stick tape because the glue wouldn't stick to it. And I just used the thin tape. Let me put this on and I'll show you. I love this contrast. And the different layers of texture. Okay, then I'm going to have to use this one. The other day I forgot to put my lid on my glue and the whole top part of it dried out. You may hear talking or whatnot in the background, so it's part of life. Alright, I think I want to put this at an angle like this, so it's like hanging off. I could add a butterfly in there too, like I did with this one, put the little bird in there. I could have tied a little string around there too, like, and made a little bow. I like doing that. So there's that one. That one's really cute too. I like that. So I'm hoping that sticks. Give that time to stick. So there's that one. And my bird is not quite dry yet, but I can trim it. Give it a trim. And then glue this. I like to glue this corner first because it tends to be a stinker. And it kind of grounds everything. I'll just put that on there. So that's some simple ways that you can make little bags, and I have plenty of them here. I would like to stamp some more of them, like I did these here. I really like how these turned out. Pull out my stamps and just sit and stamp. So I did have a ton of these, but I gifted a bunch, and then I still have a bunch that I ran through the embossing folder. Some are better than others, but yeah, I like that. So there's that. So I have quite a few. I have more, and I have another stack here, and I have another bag. So out of one wallpaper roll, you can get quite a bit. So these are great. Let me see this green one. Let me go ahead and glue this. So I hope you got some ideas. I was going to try to show you how to make, you know, a bag out of just a square, but there's a lot of videos out there for that. Really cute. I love that little guy or girl. My glue stick is still tacky, but that'll dry. Yeah, I like that. Oops, my glue is coming up. Or my napkin. That's because I'm messing with it and I've got glue on my hands, so I'm going to let that dry. This is cute too, so just want to see what this green looks like on there. Oh, that's really cool too. Don't know that I have anything to go underneath there. Like small, I need something small. Frame that out. I could do a cluster of die cut butterflies. Oh, this is pretty. I've got glue on my fingers, so I'm really I'm asking for it. That's cute. Oh, that goes that way. I love that. That needs to go on a pocket. Not seeing any butterflies. It's kind of big. I would hate to waste them on there. Let me look at my flowers. Oop, that's a scrap. Got a lot of scraps in here. How pretty that is. Even just framing that out. Just trying to see if something catches my eye. These are a lot of scraps I've had for a long time. That's pretty, but not. I won't get much. Yeah, that would be cute framed out. There's some birds here. I have a lot of these napkins. That would be cute framed out. And on there. This one's cute too. It's got some green in it. Little nest. Well, maybe I'll end the video here because I'm at 51 minutes and I have some Etsy orders that need to get done and mailed Monday, so there's my butterflies. These are just random. I love this one here, but the bird is too big. That needs to be on a pocket or a page. It's beautiful. These are really colorful. Bunny. That's pretty. Alright, I think I'll wait that for another day, but you get the idea. I have more napkins, but I don't want to dig through them. I could do another one of these on there, but I don't think. Make today amazing. That would just fit on there. I like that. I'm going to do that one real quick. And I'm just going to put some glue on the back side of this. Can use my art glitter glue. I just love that one. I'll have to make some more fabric paper because it die cuts out really nice. I'm doing overkill on this. Oh, there's my other cute bird. Alright, I want to get everything in there. Hopefully you can see here. Oops, I already touched down, so. Oh. Hopefully that's straight. Make today amazing. I have to press it down because it does have like little where it's like embossed and it'll come apart. So there's that, and I would just cut around this. That could go on there. I'm almost thinking like it needs some lace or something behind there. I have a scrap here. Yeah, you're not going to see it, so I'm not going to do that. I did have my other one. Because I cut it down. Yeah, I don't think I'm going to do that. I think I'm going to wait on this. I think I want to make this into something else. So I really like this. I'm going to let that dry. I'll let you go. Happy Friday and enjoy your weekend. And don't forget, here's my papers. Oh, here it is. Hashtag give a scrap. Go over to Angela, the traveling crafter. She has a complete list and all the information. I was tagged by Carol at Crinkle Path. Thank you, Carol. And if you are on this list, beware. You got to use your scraps. Gail, Amy, Angela, Anne, and Tammy. I'm tagging you. All right, take care.